Now welcome to another edition of News from Naboo with Thor's Lightning Takes. And let's get right to the news.
All right. Well, Bad Batch Season 2 starts tomorrow. So we've got Bad Batch news.
I know, we're on the eve of Bad Batch. We are.
Bad Batch Eve.
Bad Batch Eve, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Hours away. For those who want to stay up till 2 or 3 or whatever in the morning, whenever it releases for you.
We know Season 2 is actually going to dive more into Omega's origins. I mean, they gave us those character posters just recently, but we also had a little bit of an interview with, random people who worked on the show.
They're not random people. They deserve credit. That's one of the meanest things you've ever said.
The article I read talked about how they're going to deep dive into Omega's origins. I thought her origins were kind of obvious. She comes from the same cloning process that made Boba. Boom.
Yes,
origin.
but it seems like she has enhanced abilities.
I know. I mean, there's probably a more specific reason of making her besides just because they're like, well, we might need to get our hands on more, like,
Boba
pure
DNA?
Jango DNA?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to think there was more to it than that. I mean, they did leave us with that cliffhanger in the end of the series. But we'll get into that. All right. Well, one of the supervising directors, Brad Rao, was talking to SFX Magazine, talking about the relationship between the Bad Batch and Omega. He said, "We have so much fun with these tough guy soldiers as dads of Omega. In Season 1, it was a new thing for them. Now time has passed. We're seeing how they've settled into their roles as a bunch of dads." Kind of reminds me of, what was that, 3 Men and a Baby?
Yeah, that was a classic.
Are we assuming that men cannot be parental figures? No, I'm kidding. It's just because they're soldiers.
No, it's
not in their
it's
training.
more along the lines of they're 10 years old, when you really think about it, have spent their entire lives, training as soldiers and being soldiers and doing the hard missions, and now they have to do the hardest mission of all, be a father.
Be a father to a young clone.
Yeah.
Right then, head writer Jennifer Corbett kind of teased that there's more to learn about Omega's origins. She said, "We definitely continue with learning about Omega's background and the reason why she was with the cloners. Nala Se and Lama Su on Kamino, But the
Because
Bad Batch
they made her?
don't care what she is. All they know is that she's their sister, a squad member, and that's it for them."
She was made.
She was made there, so it makes sense that she was there. All the rest of the clones kind of based on Kamino as well.
It's a weird way to phrase it. Well, you made her, so of course she's there. But I think what she's trying to say is there's a reason why they made her.
And why they have her stick so close
Yeah.
to Nala Se, while the other clones don't all realize that there's a little
It seems
lady
like they
clone.
realized with the Bad Batch that enhancements or accidents, little happy accidents, could lead to, a new type of clone, a quality clone, you might say, that could do more things than your standard clone. So it feels like they just tried to put a bunch of different
accidents.
This sounds so strange. A bunch of happy little accidents into Omega to make the, a more perfect clone. But I don't know if that makes sense, because if Omega isn't enhanced, that means she's her actual age. She's, 10, 11? I don't know what she is, So she would have been made early on, before even the Bad Batch became useful.
Right, because she looks to be around the same age that Boba would be.
Yeah, she seems probably, maybe created a little bit after Boba.
Unless they could speed up parts and not other parts. I mean, the clones do speed up into adulthood.
I can't remember if they've actually confirmed that she didn't get the, the age acceleration or not.
Maybe they can do a partial age acceleration like they did with the clones, though.
What do you mean a partial one?
I don't know.
Well,
maybe she was experimented on after the fact.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe her entire existence was an accident. Maybe she's the origins of the Bad Batch.
Ooh.
Maybe their gifts come from her as the original accident.
Ooh.
I know.
I don't think so, but maybe.
It could
Maybe
be.
the Bad Batch is intentional. Maybe that's what we're going to learn.
It's weird to think that she and the Bad Batch could be the same age.
I guess that makes sense if you think about it this way, that if Omega is indeed the age she appears to be, no acceleration, and she had these talents or gifts that manifested for some reason, maybe they tried to recapture that with Clone Force 99. So she's kind of the origin of Clone Force 99. They intentionally made them that way. Because
Right.
they're not happy accidents, they're intentional upgrades.
I wonder if Jango ever knew about her.
Probably not. I don't think he would be happy about that, right? Because I think he wanted Boba to be special. Boba was his son. Boba was the one who
what he
wasn't
asked for.
Yes, true, but I mean, Boba was the one clone that wasn't, manipulated at all, and so I guess maybe Omega is. I don't know. It's a hard question to answer. It's a fun
Django's
one.
not around to ask, but
Yeah, well, you could ask his head. Not really. What did Boba do with the head?
that's something
Bury
that
it in
nobody wants
the
to know.
arena on Geonosis? I don't know. I think that's my question of the day.
What's
What
interesting
happened to the head?
is in the final bits of season 1, we saw Nalase meet with an Imperial scientist. He's wearing the same uniform that Dr. Pershing wears in Mandalorian.
Yeah. Connections.
Yes. And according to Rao, that is no coincidence. He says, that's not a coincidence. But I don't want to talk too much about what's going on there. We've got to leave some things in the dark. But we do get into all of that 100%.
Snoke. They're trying to make Snoke.
Oh no, Omega
It's all-
is Snoke.
Cool.
Yeah.
No, Kino Loy is Snoke. Just kidding. I'm kidding.
One thing we do know about Omega is she's definitely Boba Fett's sister, though Corbett did say we will not be seeing Boba Fett. He's not making an appearance. We're not exploring that relationship. So part of my dreams were dashed.
Well, they
I'm
say that.
curious.
They say that, and yet
They might be trying to manage our expectations so that people aren't all going and going, Boba Fett's going to be in this season. And then the rumor mill goes out of control, and all of a sudden everyone's disappointed because we didn't get to see Boba.
well, if Boba Fett shows up, then at the
Then we
middle
get
of
to
his
be
episode,
excited rather
Mandalorian
than-
would have to show up. It only makes sense. Sorry.
And then Grogu would show up.
Ooh.
Ooh, because he could.
He could, I guess. We don't know where he is, what's going on with him.
The Bad Batch is the one who put him in the bad guy
They were
base.
the one who saved him.
They hit him before they were...
Totally makes
I don't
sense.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to talk about it.
It doesn't
It's too
make
weird.
sense.
All right, let's
And-
just move on to our next piece today, or
Oh.
you've got more to add?
I'm sure I do, but does anybody want to hear it is the question.
They always want to hear you talk about weird stuff.
Do they, though?
I don't know. I don't always. All right, so, second article. Mandalorian Season 3 will see Moff Gideon as a phoenix rising from the ashes. Pretty much according to...
According to Moff Gideon.
Because usually you think of a phoenix rising from the ashes as a good thing. And we're like, Moff Gideon coming back may not be good for our protagonist.
According to Moff Gideon, he's rising from the ashes like a phoenix.
I mean, we are officially less than 2 months away from the release of Season 3. I'm excited. I know you're excited. I know Thor's excited.
Who's the other one? I thought
The
you said
audience.
I'm excited. Oh, okay.
I'm talking to them.
Okay, I thought you were like, you're excited, Thor's excited. I'm like, well, I figured you'd say the audience is excited.
No,
I don't know.
Talking to them. I'm done talking to you. So the creative minds behind the show have promised it's going to be the next...
Was it the creative minds or was it Giancarlo here?
No, the creative minds have promised the next season is the biggest yet. Not to mention that somehow Moff Gideon has returned.
He didn't die. I mean,
No, he just
got
went to jail.
captured, all right? So it's okay that he returns.
Giancarlo Esposito has been teasing his character's involvement for the new season a long, long time, and his new show on Netflix, Kaleidoscope, just came out, so he's back in the bracket. I'm actually kind of interested in Kaleidoscope. It's like 8 or 9 episodes, and each episode is named after a color, and according to the creators of the show, you can watch it in any order. You just want to watch the episode called White last.
Okay.
So there are already people who are speculating different orders you can put it in depending on how you want to perceive the show.
I see.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
It is interesting that you can just watch it in whatever order
Yeah.
until the end. But some people say that they don't want the end piece as the last either. Some people watch it like second to last and put the episode called like Pink as last. I don't really know much yet. It's like a heist type movie with intrigue and stuff.
Oh.
And Esposito's in it. That's all you need to know.
Is he a phoenix rising from the ashes?
Not
Is
yet.
he all the colors?
Oh, goodness. So he was speaking
According to
with
him.
TV Line and confirmed that even though he didn't appear in the teaser trailer, he will have a large presence in Season 3.
Which is cool.
He says...
We have dubbed him the best villain in the new era of Star Wars, so bring it on.
It's because Thrawn hasn't showed up in the new era yet.
Well, yeah. I mean, well, he has. He's been in Rebels. That is the new era, but we need...
It's not past, New Hope era.
No, I mean new era isn't Disney era. I think Moff Gideon is probably top dog right now.
Giancarlo says, you're going to get some Moff Gideon. I mean, I always want more Moff Gideon. I've got to be honest with you. But, you're going to get a good amount of Moff Gideon. You always want to see the Phoenix rise from the ashes, or you want to see a nefarious villain rise from the ashes. And believe me, he will. Yeah, he will. We know after Celebration that he confirmed he's going to be behind bars at the beginning of the season, and obviously if he's talking about how he's going to rise from the ashes, he's going to break out.
Somehow Moff Gideon has broke out of prison.
Yes. We don't know how he's going to factor into the plot, and I'm kind of glad that I haven't heard a lot of leaks and spoilers for the actual plot
I really haven't heard
yet,
much about Mandalorian.
which makes me very happy.
Yeah.
We know Din and Grogu are going back to Mandalore because he's got to take a fancy bath there or something so he can put his helmet back on again. And Bo-Katan's going to be there. Looks like waiting for him. It's kind of weird. Then we know that Bo-Katan and the armor are going to be like opposite ideologies with Din kind of navigating the middle.
Opposite ideologies there, but yeah.
But I wonder, I mean, there was an interview that was earlier this year. There was an interview that was sometime last year.
Yeah.
That Moff Gideon wants to be a Mandalorian. Giancarlo Esposito was like, he envies them so much. He wants to be a Mandalorian. So could he possibly be going there too? Maybe to go get the Darksaber back? Maybe he wants to be the new Mandalore.
Maybe his Phoenix transformation is to be a Mandalorian.
We know a new trailer will be on the way soon. I mean, we got 2 months. Definitely by the 1 month mark, we'll have a new trailer. New press interviews are coming. Coverage. It's all on the way.
It is 2 months.
Not to mention us talking about it more.
That'll happen. And rewatching. Should we even make the promise after we failed on Bad Batch, though?
This is different.
Whoa, is that why are you saying that? Something against Bad Batch?
No, holiday season and stuff. We were so busy.
And you got sick, too, the last few days. If you wonder why we didn't do a Meme Monday and kind of missed the whole weekend.
Monday.
Yeah, you've been under the weather, so kind of changed plans. Mm-hmm. So apologies for no Meme Monday. We'll probably have it up today, I think, maybe. But if not, please forgive us. She's still not 100%.
Sorry, everybody. But yeah, we're going to plan on trying to do 2 a week.
Recapping Mandalorian, like we were doing with Bad Batch for a couple episodes
better, because Thor will talk less. I'm kidding.
Wow.
Sorry, sickness makes me cranky.
It does. Oh, it does.
It does. All right, whatever. Let's wrap this up.
All right,
Funny boy.
Well, in that case, that's all we got for this time before Naboo starts ripping more into me, I think. So do take to the comments below. Tell us what you think of any and all of today's news, and let's talk some Star Wars. And tell us if you're excited for the Bad Batch tonight or tomorrow, whenever you plan on watching it. Whatever the case may be, leave your comments below. Again, let's talk some Star Wars. And until next time, thanks for watching.